January 6th was not a good day. But to my knowledge, there's been no charge of insurrection or terrorism. And it's my expectation that if there are folks who broke the law, they should be treated no better or no worse than anyone else who breaks these particular laws. But all of this is ridiculous.
Note to former President Donald Trump, if you want someone to successfully defend your cronies before Congress, think twice before recruiting congressional representative and potential future convict Matt Gaetz. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your host, legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence. The House Rules Committee called a hearing on Wednesday to really mull over whether to refer Steve Bannon for criminal indictment, because Bannon has refused to comply with the January 6th Congressional Committee subpoena. Well, the Republicans sent none other than Matt Gaetz to that hearing to defend Bannon during the conversation. And here are a few excerpts from Gaetz' passionate defense of Bannon's decision to basically flip off Congress.
You know, the average American, when they wake up, I don't think one of the first 100 things they think about is Steve Bannon's podcast, the things he said before or after January 6th. I think that is a uniquely Washington obsession. And it wouldn't be so damaging to our country if it wasn't absorbing the capacity of the Congress to meet the actual challenges that the American people are facing.
The embarrassment didn't end there for Gaetz, however. Several of the members of Congress, well, they used this as an opportunity to check the congressman out of Florida. First up, Democratic Representative Norma Torres out of California had this to say in response to Gaetz' soliloquy to save Bannon.
We have to look at the moral character of how people deny and try to twist the truth around what happened. This is not about somebody being sexually assaulted or somebody paying to have sex with a young girl or somebody not, protecting people that are under their jurisdiction. This is about our democracy.
That's right. The Honorable Torres was alluding to the fact that Gaetz is reportedly under investigation for having a pay-for-sex relationship with a 17-year-old girl. But Representative Torres was not to be outdone. Her colleague, Representative Jamie Raskin of Maryland, well, he too publicly issued Gaetz an L. Raskin, who happens to be a constitutional law professor, really wasn't here for Gaetz' procedural arguments.
Whether or not there's an adequate remedy, and I think also a number of those cases were kicked on remedies.
No court has said that fraud existed, and so there's no remedy because there's no violation, Mr. Gaetz.
Right, but you cannot.
There's no violation. There's no fraud.
Decided that there was no fraud if they didn't take up the question and review the facts on jurisdiction or remedy.
You know what? That might work on Steve Bannon's podcast, but that's not going to work in the Rules Committee of the United States House of Representatives. I'm sorry, Mr. Gaetz, forgive me. I've got some serious questions to ask you.
What was that serious question? Well, ultimately, Raskin got to the bottom of Gaetz' motives with this exchange.
And yet, Donald Trump decided he didn't like it because he doesn't want anybody investigating January the 6th. So he turned against it, and then the Republican leadership flipped over and turned against it. I think you voted against that commission. Why did you vote against that commission?
For many of the reasons that I've discussed today, that the focus on January 6th, the
So you don't want to know?
is unwarranted.
You don't want to know anymore?
Look, I think we have.
Okay, let me ask you about that.
We have a process in Article 3 where the courts get to determine those issues. If the United States government brings charges, people can resolve those in the courts.
You don't want to know.
That's not okay with you guys because you want to
Gaetz,
politicize it because you.
I know you too well for this. You don't want to know the answer.
All said, Matt Gaetz continues to be just the man we believed him to be. And I'd love to know your thoughts. Why do you think Gaetz testified on Bannon's behalf? And really, what do you think that he's hoping to get out of this? You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like and follow buttons, and thanks for watching.